I know that in many religious, they say God has certain qualities, the Almighty, the merciful, the loving. Um, and I also know that awareness is only aware. Uh, but I feel like I'm experiencing these qualities that they describe when they describe God. And I don't want awareness to identify itself with these qualities. But I'm wondering, like, where are these qualities coming from? Um, so I'm trying to like work with it to see not how not to identify with these qualities. And I don't know if that is the right what makes sense. Because like let's say I used to be feel very insecure, very weak, fear. Now I really feel like very confident and competent and like whole. So is it because like let's say if the self used to identify as insecurity, what remains now is confidence, and that's what I'm experiencing. What I'm worried is I don't want the ego to take ownership that like, oh, so I'm just trying to analyze where these qualities coming from.
Yeah. In the Bhagavad Gita, this is actually addressed directly that as we practice and as we grow in awareness of our true nature, these are the fruits of your spiritual practice. This is um the purity aspect, like that starts to give birth to all of these um things like harmony, peace, clarity, confidence. And then the instruction is given, enjoy them, like experience them, but at the same time, don't make your home in them. Because even these can tomorrow, they're like the wind. Like tomorrow they can go also. Tomorrow they can once again be obscured. Tomorrow they can once again be lost. They have come so they can go, right? Anything that can be characterized as something that wasn't there before and now is here is also subject to once again potentially going, over which you have no control. And you may say, but oh no, but like I am more clear now, more established in truth. So, these things may are not gonna go. No, but you do not control that. Like tomorrow they can and probably will change in some way. So that is one way you can just stay clear of identifying, is like enjoy the fruits of your practice, but don't make your home in them. Um, these aren't really the qualities of self. These are maybe we can say a closer representation of it, but they're not. They still don't touch the self,
Mm,
and they are just the byproduct of like right understanding. Previously, our understanding was very limited, too lost in false ideas. So what we experienced was insecurity, fear, anxiousness. That's from the dark clouds of ignorance. What we experience is suffering, misery, right? Like anxiety. Now, through your practice, those clouds sort of started thinning away,
mhm.
and there's greater light. Um, it's yeah, right. All these things are newly acquired. These are just like all the other stuff that wasn't essential is going away. Um, so yeah, that's in the Gita it's written as like it's a sattva quality of experience, like the purity, the harmony that is surfacing. But this is also part of illusion.
Mhm.
So don't attach yourself.
It's hard because it feels very good. And for example, like when you say abide as I am, I feel those. So I'm worried that like I'm identifying myself with them.
I wouldn't be like afraid of that. Okay, because first of all, if you do attach attach yourself or get identified, you will suffer, and then it will remind you to return. So don't be afraid,
Yeah.
right? Because it is only then the fear of getting identified, that's where your place of identification will be. So it's silly, right? Like never be afraid of anything on this path. If you are to fall into some downfall or like a pitfall, you're going to you couldn't have avoided it in the first place.
Yeah.
And even that will serve you. That'll be part of your path. There's no falling off. Even the falling off is like still being on the path. So don't be afraid. But in terms of the actual practice, all of these things are not self, but the awareness of them is self.
Yeah.
Feel
I can,
them, enjoy them.
yeah. I can like apply the same tool that you once said to me. It's like if there's identification with them, whenever I remember, I ask what is aware of that experience, and that will take me back to,
Yeah.
okay.
No, for sure. Like anything you are meant to experience, including attachment to these things, you will end up experiencing anyway. And if you are meant to experience that, it will also just remind you of what is essential. I think as long as your heart is clear on like you want truth, you know, then there you have to worry about nothing. Just stay uh, grounded in that pure intention. What I want is truth, even the most blissful of experience. Like it's ultimately of no value to me like that, you know. Yes, it's here, that's fine. And enjoy it. It's part of it, but it's not it's nothing in a way, you know.
Yeah, and I don't chase it. Like sometimes it's arise by itself, and like I just want to experience it because it's a beautiful
Yeah,
experience.
for sure.
Yeah. Thank you for the clarification.
Yeah. And actually, like, you know, this is something also that won't allow you to be prideful of it is, you know, that confidence that you feel today. Confidence, feeling of like being more accomplished, established. It's like if your whole life fell apart tomorrow, see how confident you would be. And although in your depths, maybe you would be like, no, there, it's I would still be okay. And to a certain degree, you would be because this self-knowledge is going to provide you that stability. But your mind will once again become insecure. Your mind will once again become afraid. So it's like this is all conditional. All feelings are conditional. All thoughts about oneself are conditional. Things today are going okay. So, you know, we are nice and happy and confident. Tomorrow, all this can change. It's really like the wind. You do not control this play of outer or inner. What we are becoming aware of now is what is even subtler than the inner. It is unchanging. That is their only true place of being. And that's why one of the key practices throughout this entire spiritual path, no matter how wise you become, is remain even in both the pleasant and the unpleasant. Um, Success, failure, ups, downs. The outer will fluctuate between these two, and the inner will also fluctuate between these two. But you be as you are. Don't resist either. Don't cling to either. Yeah. Mhm. Beautiful. Thank you. If you need help taking your practice deeper, dissolving mind identification, and becoming more established in your true nature, consider joining our school using the link in the description. Thanks. Have a great day.